Hey guys, welcome to my twin flame reading for this week. We are heading into end of February, early March, 2024. So the current energies for the twin flames on the twin flame journey, and maybe some messages from the divine masculine. Take whatever resonates. Don't take what doesn't. But I already shuffled the cards and pulled some cards. So the first card is Answers Within. Yeah, this is a beautiful card. Actually, had a client earlier today ask me, well, like, what if I follow my intuition, but then, like, I end up making a mistake? So, like, how do I truly trust my intuition? And I love how this card popped up because, yeah, like I was telling her, the answers are within. Nobody else can, like, tell you who your twin flame is or whether you're going to meet in this lifetime or not. I know there's a lot of, like, psychics out there or twin flame teachers that are claiming that they can tell you, like, if this person is your twin flame or not, or are you whether or not you guys are gonna meet and when and how and all of that. That is not, like, sorry, but that's not normal. Like, nobody else has the authority to tell you something that is so intimate and personal. It's sort of like, nobody can really tell you, like, what your life purpose is or your career, because it's something that you need to explore and, like, recognize on your own, like, through your own discovery. So yeah, the answers really are within. Now, people can help you, people can guide you, people can give you advice. That's, of course, right? Like, we're meant to help each other. But there's a very big difference between somebody like, me or Jeff and Shalia, people that, like, teach twin flame stuff. There's a difference between us guiding you to heal so that you can actually by yourself come to your own conclusions and your own truth and, like, go on the journey on your own while being supported and guided, versus a psychic telling you, the truth in, like, this is your twin flame, this isn't. That's not in alignment with God. So ultimately, God is the only one that can tell you, like, who your twin flame is. So the answers are within, because yes, God will speak to you from within. Like, God, your intuition is God's voice, right? So this card is telling you you can trust your own feelings, your own heart, your own intuition, your own, nudges from the universe, signs, whatever it is. And you can trust that all of the answers that you're seeking are within, and they come from God, simply put. So, love it. Okay, the next card is Boundaries. This is definitely a collective energy going on right now with boundaries. I think it also specifically has to do with biological family, maybe people that you grew up with, family members, or even coworkers, or just in general your twin flame as well. Yeah, we're really being asked to, like, not be afraid to set boundaries with people, and sometimes they don't need to be physical. They can be just, energetic. Like, maybe I'm used to calling and text messaging, my best friend every day, but maybe I just won't call her as much. Maybe I just won't text her as much because I just, need some space. And I don't need to go and tell her that. Like, I don't need to, like, you know, I don't need to make it obvious, like, hey, I'm not going to call you this week. It's just going to, like, happen naturally. In any event, it's also boundaries with your twin flame. So, you know, let's say your twin flame isn't treating you correctly or with respect, and set a boundary. Let's say your twin flame is dating someone and, like, they're still messaging you and wanting to hang out and wanting to, like, have sex. Like, that's a boundary that you could place if that doesn't feel good to you, Hey, like, I love you, and, you're my best friend, and, all is great, and we can talk and whatever, but, this is my boundary, for example. Like, I don't feel comfortable having sex with you right now. That's fine. Whatever boundary works for you. Also with your coworkers, or wherever you work, setting boundaries is really, really, really important because I think a lot of times we get a little bit mixed up where, we have a boss and we have a specific role that we fulfill. And sometimes that can take us to a place of people pleasing and sort of sacrificing our own truth and our own like intuition just to please others and just to like be accepted. So like, for example, you know, your boss like just decides that like you are going to work this and this, these and these days, these and these hours, like you very much have an opening to claim, what works for you and to like put yourself also first. Like, okay, hey, like this day isn't really comfortable for me. Like, I can't work on Tuesdays because I have this and this and this obligation in my family or whatever. Like, I mean, it's different in every workplace, but I think you get what I'm saying. It's like you don't have to give up your own desires because you work somewhere and like your boss has their desires. It doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice your desires just to people please your boss. So it's about finding the middle ground. Like, of course, you want to respect your workplace, but you don't have to give up on yourself. And just know that God has the perfect workplace for you, and with the perfect schedule, location, salary. You can make a love list as well, sort of like what we do with our twin flames. Like, we make a love list, we list all of the values that are really important to us when we're seeking a partner, for example. So you can do the same thing with the job. I desire, for my job to be really close to where I live. I desire to make this and this amount of money. I desire to work on these and these days and these and these hours, etc., etc. You can literally make a love list, create a love list, and ask the universe to give you the perfect circumstances that will match your soul and feel good to you. It's really important. So boundaries are very, very important. And the last card is compassion. Ugh, one of my favorite cards, actually. So compassion is so healing because it's always sort of like that missing piece, like nothing is going to feel perfect ever. I think, we're always going to want to strive to perfect something new or create something new in our lives or heal a new block or, create something new in our life purpose or in our union. So it's you never really get to like some specific destination. You're always just kind of on the ride. That's why they call it the ascension journey, because it's a journey and it's kind of, infinite. So I think that's why compassion is so important, because you want to have compassion for yourself, lots and lots of compassion for yourself, because you're literally on a journey and the journey is challenging, I mean, it is. It's challenging emotionally, it's challenging physically, it's challenging spiritually. And sometimes you just need to, you don't know exactly what it is. And you're like, I don't know what I need. And it's usually just, I need compassion. Like, I need just that feeling of like, you're doing a good job. It's okay that, that you're working through these challenges. I just choose to have compassion for myself because I'm working through all of these really deep things or these challenging moments in my life. And a lot of times that's all we really need is just compassion and understanding and just, that place where we can just feel that what we're going through is legitimate and how we feel is legitimate. And our feelings are valid. So don't forget to give yourself compassion. Also, the more compassion you give to yourself, the easier it is to have compassion for others, even people that have hurt you, or your twin flame who triggers you. It's really important to have compassion for other people as well, because they're literally going through a journey themselves and their inner child is, working through all these things as well. So sometimes I think we forget that. It could seem like, oh, well, they're all over there happy and I'm over here struggling. Well, no, not really. In reality, I think we're all struggling on some level. Struggling isn't really a good word to use, but more like we're always being challenged on some level. And we're all, healing ourselves on some level. And that's not an easy thing to do. And it's not always fun and it's challenging, like I said. So it's really important to have compassion for other people because you never know what they're going through. You never know what they've been through. Yeah, and it's really easy to judge someone before you like actually know. So, yeah, okay. So, all right, guys, that was awesome. You can book an introductory session with me or a personal card reading on my website below. You can also sign up for a free introductory course on Twin Flames at twinflamesuniverse.com. And yeah, I have some other videos I'm going to link below. And can you please like this video if you liked it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Yeah, thank you so much. I will see you soon.